Follow these instructions to invite KaeRae Marketing to access any of your Google Tools accounts. Please invite both of these email addresses, KaeRaeMarketing@gmail.com. Let me show you how to invite me to your Universal Analytics account.
Get started by going to analytics.google.com to admin in the bottom left, and under the first column, account access management. Click the blue plus sign in the top right, add users, and then enter in the email address. If you're working with KaeRae Marketing, please invite both KaeRae Marketing and KaeRae Marketing MCC@gmail.com. As an administrator, that will allow us to link any necessary accounts to get the reports necessary. If you're working with someone else that you'd like to not have that access, you can use Editor. They cannot manage users. If you'd like to learn any more, these are all hyperlinks to Google articles. Once you're done, click Add.
I must mention, if you're still using Universal Analytics, you may experience some issues with the data. In 2024, Google discontinued Universal Analytics accounts. Continue to watch this video to upgrade to Google Analytics 4. So if you're in your Universal account, you can simply click on the button that is part of your notifications, go to Setup Assistant. Another way for us to get to the Setup Assistant is to go to Admin in the bottom left, and you'll see it in the middle column. Click GA4 Setup Assistant. This is what you'll see when you don't already have a Google Analytics 4 account set up. We're going to click and go ahead with Get Started. I just want a new Google Analytics 4 account. You can click Enable Data Collection using the existing code. Create a property, and you'll be able to have your new account created and connected to this account. This will make it easier for you to be setting up the GA4 account from what is already set up for your Universal. We're going to click and go to GA4 property. Now you will see in the Settings Admin tab at the very top, Setup Assistant. Here we will have a little checklist of things that we need to accomplish for our GA4 account to be completely set up. First, we want to start with Collect Website App and Data. Click on the arrow, and we can do Import from Universal Analytics. Once that's done, we can then mark as complete. As we continue to scroll, we want to turn on the Google Signals, which we can do by clicking Manage Google Signals. And we're going to turn on all of these to ensure that we're collecting as much data as we can. And lastly, we need to user data collection acknowledgement by clicking this button. Now, since we've been brought to the data collection, we want to go back to Setup Assistant. And our signal is on. We can mark as complete. We want to set up conversions. If we have the option to import from Universal, you may see some that are already created. We can then import those. Now that we have 3 conversions, we can click Complete. We have a couple of audiences. We can import those if available. If not, we can go to Manage Audiences, and we can set up new ones if we'd like. Go to Templates, and you can set up demographics, such as including the different ages you would like to track, and the genders available. Now, to set these up and track them, they need to be done before you want to have that data. You need to give it sufficient amount of time to gather these things. And a side note is that the user has to have provided that information to Google in some way. If it's from their Gmail account, based on their age and gender that they've answered, or if they have provided that information to the browser, that is available to be tracked. If it is in incognito mode or the browser is protected, they will not be able to capture this. So you may find in the data that there's none being collected, but it's better to set up each different age and gender so that you can track anything that is accessible to you. I also suggest setting it to the maximum limit. That will allow your data to be tracked for as long as possible. Rename this so that it's easy for you to identify that audience, and then click Save. There are many different options available to those that are looking to set up different audience types to target in different advertising campaigns. Going back to Setup Assistant, we can then mark as complete. Continuing to scroll, we have a couple of linking options. If you do use Google Ads, you can connect that here if you have used it. If not, mark as complete so that it is off your plate. Any of these others, mark as complete if you're not using. That's totally fine. We just want our checklist at the top to be 7 out of 7 marked complete.